Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda. Last time we took on the moon, and today we're going to be taking on level 3, the Manji. This dungeon's going to be pretty short. It's like all the other ones, really. I don't really think I need to say that. But this place is going to be the first dungeon where I actually skip quite a few rooms, just because they're not going to be necessary at all. And it will allow us to store up more keys. I'm really trying to save how many keys I have, just for later dungeons. But this dungeon is going to introduce the first bane of your existence in this game, Dark Nuts. The red ones are going to take 2 hits to kill with the white sword, and you cannot hit them from the front. You have to hit them from the sides or the back, but they love to move around a lot, and I mean a lot. But once you defeat them in that room, we're just going to head left a couple rooms. We're going to need to take them out in here. You will have to clear this room. Fortunately, a lot of the rooms with Dark Nuts in them are kind of, they have doors that require you to kill all the enemies. And it's super hard to kill these guys while talking. There we go. If you're lucky, you'll get a clock in this room. It seems to be quite common in this room, so you might get one. And we're going to want to head down to this room. This room is going to be really dangerous. It is filled with Dark Nuts, but we don't need to fight them in this room. So once you get the ability to just kind of ignore them, walk through, and you can get the dungeon item. This is going to be the raft. It's going to be used only a couple times throughout the game, but you're going to need it to cross larger bodies of water. So you do want to go on ahead and pick this up. You should hopefully spawn back in away from some Dark Nuts. So we're going to want to just head back this way. If you go up a room, there's nothing there. Same with this room here. You can just kind of loop around to that door, but we can get to that room without even needing to use a key. So we're just not going to. Because that locked door would just take you to this room right here. And this room is just going to have 3 locked doors in it on its own. By the way, these enemies are actually the Zulls. The smaller ones are like, I think they just call them gels or something. I'm not going to unlock this north door. We don't need to go to it at all. We're going to get the dungeon map here, and there's the Manji. Looks a little like something else, really, but, you know, I'm sure everyone knows that by now. But yeah, if we head back over this way just for a second, this door to the north has these 3 rooms up above. The far left one, so 2 up, 1 right, or 1 left, is going to have an old man that tells you about the white sword if you don't have it at this point. He tells you to visit the man behind the waterfall. Not the most helpful hint, but it is something, and it would tell you about how to get the white sword, but we just don't need to waste a key on it and go over there since we have the white sword anyways. So we're just going to head on down here and into another room of Dark Nuts. Only 3 in here at least, and there's actually a lot of places to, like, hiding around like corners from the Dark Nuts works pretty well sometimes, I would say. There we go, kill that one. And then this last room is going to introduce us to bubbles in this game. Bubbles will not damage you, but they will prevent you from using your sword for a bit. These guys are going to be a huge pain in the butt later on in the game, about dungeons 6 and 7. Up above us is going to be the boss, and get your bombs out. This is going to be Manhandla, and if you place your bomb right, you can just kill it instantly. I did not. So I'm just going to spam my sword and tank it, because 2 hits to each part will kill it. And that's it. That's all of Manhandla. And we're done with this dungeon in under 5 minutes. Yeah, it's like the shortest one so far. That'll put us up to 9 hearts already. And our 3rd piece of the Triforce. The 4th dungeon is very close by as well. It's gonna take like a minute to get to it. But after dungeon 4, we're actually gonna have to go around Hyrule for our 2nd gathering, if you will. our second collectathon of the game, of just buying items and finding the remaining heart containers on the map, and we'll actually get a sword upgrade after the next dungeon. So the next part's probably gonna actually be somewhat lengthy compared to what these last 3 parts have been. Especially after the first part was like 25, 30, or 30 minutes or something. But yeah, we need the raft to get to Dungeon 4. You just come right up here, and that is it. So, here we are already at Dungeon 4. I will see you guys next time, where we'll do this. Bye-bye.